Sunday. Happy self-care Sunday. I am coming at you from the hood of my car because I just want to give that friendly reminder, if you have not checked on your oil in your car, to do so. I know some of us have people in our lives who be like, hey, do you want to check the oil in your car? Or have you checked the oil in your car? So, if you have not done so in a while, or if you have been taking trips, you've been doing a ride, check the oil in your car. It's not that hard. It takes like 10 seconds. So I went and bought my coworkers some coffee and chips, some hot Cheetos. These are not hot Cheetos, these are hot fries. And I bought 50 of them. I fucked up for reals. Dang it, at least they can have coffee. I don't know who the heck eats hot fries.
Digger, ain't no animosity, I know my soul bigger. They wanna lay me like a sheep, but I don't fold, nigga. If you in the streets and it's gon' show, can I trust you, baby, that I'll never know? And me and him ain't fucking on the low, cause man, I heard that he be sucking on the low. Better watch for all these hoes. I had to realize, all I got is myself, because when 12...
Well, what's good, everybody? I'm Imani. I'm back in Sacramento, but I'm not staying with family. And I just want to see a different side of Sacramento than I'm normally used to seeing. I have recently taken an interest in becoming a digital nomad. I'm gonna be out here for a good 48 hours, just kind of exploring the town on my own. You know, you gotta start small. Like, if I want to explore the world, why not start with somewhere I'm kind of familiar with? So we're here in Sacramento. So as you can see, we're at the Sacramento Tower Bridge, and I've been meaning to come here. When I first heard about it, I tried to come here. This is the 4th time I've made my attempt, and I finally successfully made it to the bridge. A quick little fun fact is the bridge is actually 86 years old, and my grandpa even told me that it was built by Native Americans.
Pressure on them, all that loyalty melt. Getting letters in the mail like you got court on the 12th. So then I'm right up in that bitch. Ha, bleeding the fifth. Braid Charles up in the streets, cause I don't never see shit. They pulled the guns on me in Mexico with pounds of the indigo. Nigga, I ain't flinch, my heart is colder than an Eskimo. Made it back to my town slinging shrooms at the Texaco. Had niggas sniffing like perfume at the Texaco. Came to eat like lunchrooms everywhere I go. Flyer to no witch, no broom at the Texaco.
Last night we got to explore downtown, visit a couple of bars, and they were actually pretty interesting. One bar had 14 bars. It was actually Midtown Sacramento, and these were restaurants that eventually turned into bars. Well, the clubs in Sacramento, okay, I see y'all out there. At least for the vibe that I usually look for. What's good, guys? Okay, so we just tried to get into a couple bars. We got into Faces. We got into a bar that was highly requested by one of my coworkers, actually. And then 2 other bars, can you believe it, that you need proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test in the last 72 hours. Now, even though that we had it, we didn't have the proof with us, so... Okay, that was the worst experience. I clean my nose with Q-tips. I do this every day. And this guy was so aggressive in my nostrils. Like, I felt it in my head, because now I have a headache. Like, my eyesight was blurry. I don't know, like, why that was. And now, like, my throat. I can feel it in my throat, and I still feel it in my head. Worst experience ever. If it wasn't for the sake of health, would not recommend. But go get tested. It's free for the most part. This is real interesting, and this is a real side of Sacramento that I never experienced before. I have been coming out to Sacramento for decades, but I've never seen this bridge. And this bridge, honestly, it's beautiful. But when you're exploring by yourself, you get to see things that you don't normally see with your friends and family. You get to stop and explore things that might interest you, or maybe the name sounded funny so you wanted to stop by. Now I'm just sitting by this river and I really, really love this view. Like the bridge behind me and everything. You might hear like some background noise coming from that boat, but the other boat had already left. He asked me if I wanted to go with him, but I wasn't trying to be naked and afraid, and my phone is only on 20%, so maybe next time. And then people want to complain why they have to pay 10 cents for a bag. There is literally a trash can right there. When you go out into nature, just like if you were to go to anybody else's house, you wouldn't leave trash like this. So it's best that we don't leave our mark and we actually leave the place cleaner than when we found it. Because this is really sad and really disgusting. Basically, that's why we have to pay 10 cents for bags, and that's why there's an increase on tobacco products. And that's why when you buy a soda, it's not just the price that's on the label, because so many people leave so much trash. It's hopefully deterring people, but clearly not really. So basically, this Alicia Keys puppet was serenading to my grandfather, but for copyright reasons, I can't put the whole video. So the reason I did this video is because I posted on Recognized Royalty's Instagram. I asked a question, I honestly don't remember the question, but something along the lines of, what are your fears as a solo or female traveler? A lot of the responses were, well, I'm a female, so how am I supposed to defend myself? What am I gonna do? Who am I supposed to go out with? I don't even know where to go. But honestly, like I mentioned, you have to start somewhere. You have to start small. My first trip by myself was actually on my birthday. I had one of my friends drop me off in San Francisco, and I just lived there for an entire week, just exploring the place. Like, yeah, we go to SF for parties, for games, for events, for festivals, but I guess I just wanted to live like a native. I chose San Francisco because it was somewhere close. It was somewhere I was kind of familiar with, just like this Sacramento trip. And then before I knew it, I was off to Hawaii, I was off to North Carolina, I was off to plenty of further places. I feel like the most terrifying thing is just getting over the fact that you might be doing it alone, but you're gonna see so much. But many of us do have friends, family, siblings, significant others that we can keep in touch with while we're traveling. It's not like you're entirely alone. Physically, yes you are, but you still have people that you can reach out to. So this whole video to say is go out there and explore the world, whether it's your city, whether it's 2 hours away, 4 hours away. I don't plan on going to LA anytime soon, which is 5 hours away. But you can find yourself on a huge journey that you didn't even know that you wanted to be on. And go to places that you want to see and do things that you want to do. Don't do it for the gram. Don't do it for someone else. Don't go out blowing your money. Do something that you love. Remember, it's Self-Care Sunday. Love on your own self.